Hello everyone, welcome to DhyanaERP Precast Edition. I want to thank you for joining me today, and I really appreciate everybody's patience as we've worked really hard to make this a wonderful product to help your plant achieve optimal operations. Okay, so today's video is just a walkthrough and kind of a demonstration of how to set up. When you sign up for the first time, you're going to see a lot of zeros, a lot of empty room here. There's no data. So I'm going to take you through a series of videos showing you how to set up the app and get going. We'll start here with the settings account. You'll make sure that you have your information. This is just your account information. A lot of it's preset for you. You can change your password. The PIN that you set is for the app. That's for if you're a manager or administrator. You need a 4-digit PIN in order to delete jobs. Basically, it's just a safeguard to keep users from accidentally making deletions. This is where you can download your data, and this is where you can delete your account. This is the plant info tab is the next tab on the settings page, and this is where you'll upload your logo and you'll enter your address. Now this address that you enter here is what the delivery estimations will be calculated against. So when you enter an address for a job, the app will determine the mileage between the two locations and give you a quote on the delivery price. When you send documents out, you send quotes, invoices, sales orders, bills of lading. They all can be sent out by email, except for a bill of lading can be signed using the driver's tablet. You can set different fields, have custom, so you can put your legal text or your terms in the footer, so that way when these are just kind of the same template that gets sent out for every customer, so you don't have to continually retype all that information in every time. And when you are on here, you have the option of using the built-in email system, or you can use your own custom domain. I will make a separate video on how to set up the custom domain if you have access to your DNS records. It's not that terrible, and I can help you. We have our, moving along in the settings page, we have our production tab. This is going to have it's going to be pre-populated with some generic data. You can alter these as you see fit. The default tax rate gives you a universal tax if you don't have QuickBooks set up. QuickBooks has a built-in tax calculator for all locations if that's your option. You can choose between doing everything in pounds or cubic yards, and you can set your density for your own concrete here, that also helps with the calculation and the scheduling and the batch planning. You set all these. This is the only number that's not filled in for you, is the number of mold shop crew and the average build days. You have to make sure that you hit save anytime you change something. So adding those numbers in will help generate that lead time that we saw on the dashboard. This is also something you need to add, is your mixer, your mix plant. This will set the capacity for your scheduling and for your batches, and you are able to have more than one mixer. If you have more than one mixer, this will help you plan your batches and your schedule. The next tab is the delivery tab, which sets your truck capacity for your in-house. If you have in-house trucks, or if you're using a third party, you can set that capacity, your rates. It helps with your scheduling and your delivery coordination and logistics. The product catalog is where you can save all of your inventory items. Say you have keystones or parking stops or some kind of product that's reordered and it's the same every time, same color. You just have it sitting in your inventory. And then add-ons. So say these add-ons can be added on to any item, whether it's a custom item or a precast calculator item. I will have another video to show you how to import your product catalog. If you already have a bunch of items, you can easily import it all in one go. Same with your colors. The next tab on the settings page is where you set all your colors. Same thing, you can import your list, including their compositions, which the composition is going to be tied to an upcoming feature which tracks your material tracks your material usage, things like sand, rock screen, concrete, cement, stuff like that. It's going to be tracked and helps you with the reordering, and that'll be baked into your color batching. And again, I'm going to have another video to show you how to import your existing colors. The next tab on the settings page is the elements type. This is where you're going to have these preset 5 that are already kind of baked in, but you can add your own. And this is where these are for the precast elements that aren't always the same. Like they might be a little bit, you might have a different wall thickness, you might have a different height, you might have a different placement of a knockout hole or a lid or something. So these are configurable in the quote process. They configure and then they go into production based on how you've configured them and what those were priced. We have integrated with Zebra printers, and if you see this next tab, hardware, coming soon, you can't click on it yet, but it will be in one of the next releases. It's going to have fully integrated with Zebra label printing, printing RFIDs, QR codes for your molds. They'll do it for your all your inventory, obviously, and we'll even do it for pallets. So you'll have different ways in the shop to scan these QR codes or RFID codes and not only look at the data, but advance pieces through. It'll be really great for the users. This first release is going to be manual mode only. You'll see that you'll be able to, as I do some more demonstrations, you'll see that this app is also just meant to just be used without any printers as well. You can just click the button and move your pieces through. We will be integrated with QuickBooks initially, with some future integrations in the pipeline. I'll have another video on how to set up this integration on its own. The app has internal notifications, and we are working on email notifications and push notifications for those who have it on their mobile device. You'll be able to get a push notification right there with the Progressive Web app. This next tab on the settings is where you'll invite team members. If you're the owner or an administrator, you can invite members of any. We have different roles. You can invite. You have your managers, or your delivery drivers, or your mold shop crew, or your production crew. There's different roles that have access to different parts of the app. So not everybody sees everything. Your crew workers aren't going to see your dashboard or your settings and stuff like that. And we're going to have more videos to come showing you each of those flows and each of those users using real simulated data. It's going to be great. And you're going to also have access to the sandbox. Anybody who wants can come in, and I'll have a script, and you can poke around and use it and try it out for yourself. Of course, there's a tab for changing your billing, and then the last tab is the About, which just tells you which version of the program you're on, and you can look up our privacy policy and terms of service. That's just your basics. The other basic setting is that you can choose dark mode or light mode. And that's about it for today. And like I said, we are going to have a series of videos. I'm going to show you how to import all this data, and I'm going to show you how to run a workflow. And we are going to show you all the different users and their roles and what they can see. So, as you see, now that we've entered that information for the mold shop, we've got a lead time that's generated based on the fact that we actually have some workers in there. I'll show you the scheduling system, and it'll all come together over the next series of videos. So stay tuned. Send me a message if you have any questions. I'm here to talk and help. I'm making these videos in hopes that I can have some of this information out there asynchronously. So you can look over this and watch these videos on your own time. But I am more than happy to meet and answer any questions you have. I appreciate you watching this video, and I really look forward to helping everybody's precast needs. You have a wonderful day. Thank you.